Let's kill Omicron. I think Omicron is getting a little cocky. Thinking I haven't fought him in a while. Think I'm not ready to kill him again. I'm coming for you, bud. Also, I'm going to flip the automatically pause at the end of each loop back on, because that would have been very useful last time. Cemetery spawns a skeleton every 3 days. Where do I want you? I'll place you right there. For, as far as I'm aware, no real reason. Okay, thicket down in this corner, mountain up in this one. Very early Oblivion. Also similarly early Sand Dune for myself. I think I'll save the Oblivion for my first Goblins or my first Bandit camp. Depending on which comes. Oh my god! Treasury of... Oh boy. I'll just place that over here. This is a really good setup so far. Withering, all creatures' HP is lowered by 1%. Thicket back in this corner. Still can't use that sword. Or rather, don't care about using that sword. Another thicket, another cemetery. Do I want to double stack the cemetery area or spread them out a little bit? I'm gonna put them directly next to one another. At least for the moment. Hopper does it out. Vampirism of 9%. Reasonable pickup. Is loop always the same amount of length in tiles? I think so, Dractum. It's always, like, vaguely been that, as far as I can see. Here's a forest, so this one's up here for a McKee. I don't think I have 6 auras to overlap at the moment. Also, that's a little heavy of a suggestion. Mountain up in this corner. I'm not going to make the same mistake I did last time, so I'm going to leave a gap between the mountains up in the back corner. Rapier for 9% on Vampirism there as well. Oh. Now, I know that I can actually use the thicket in order to put the Bloodgrove down. It counts for its sake there. Where am I going to be putting the Bloodgrove, though? I think I'd like to put it right here. So that would be... Well, actually, what would enable it? So if the Bloodgrove was in this space, that would mean a grove was here. And that means that in this space and this space, each, I can place a ruins. And both of those will be affected by the Bloodgrove. And then in this top space, I can place a village. And then I can even ransack that village later on with a vampire mansion here, which will affect all of this entire loop. This becomes really, really efficient and becomes a healing space after we get the count lands up there. I really like that idea. I'm growing quite attached to it. No need to tell them to do anything else on that loop. Vampirism of 4%, but we also get pure damage and defense. Yes. Still worth it, especially because now we're killing things in 2 hits rather than 3. I also want to try and save until I have another treasury before I fill in this line, so that I can get these 3 to fill in 2 treasuries at the same time. Two spaces away from getting our first Sand Spirit. Not sure if I cared too much about doing that immediately. Oh, polearm of way more damage. Yep. Don't even need to consider that. Also picked up an exquisite mirror. It's a bit tarnished, but still does a better job than the surface of a lake or a metal plate. The frame is decorated with tiny bolts of lightning. A 6% chance to redirect a Storm Temple lightning bolt or any other pure damage attack into a random enemy, that is. Neat. I'll take it if I can. Finally found our first village. Okay, we'll just place that in the same position as I'd previously anticipated I would. Sand dude down, keep going. And sure, we already have Oblivion, so I'm just gonna blow up the Ziggurat immediately, because we've also got a second Oblivion already for the next thing. Oh, okay, I'm gonna ransack this village immediately. It's gonna have one of its loops already completed courtesy of that. That's great. Oh, couldn't have worked out better. Level 4 shield of 11 defense and 19% chance by itself to counter. Good lord, the upgrades here! Absurd. Please get a piece of armor as well. Doesn't have to have good max HP, just everything else can be good. Okay, attack speed higher, slightly lower damage. Low defense. I'm gonna hold off. Don't care about equipping higher HP on the armor there because I literally don't even get any benefit from it at the moment. I cannot because of the ancestral crypt, you see. Decent damage on the Gladius, but still probably not worth it there. I'm gonna hold on to these 2 deserts at the moment. They're slightly minimal in effect. They don't seem to be necessary for me. Oh, I've already got a level as well. And if I get another treasury, they'll be really good to start placing around the new treasury. Somersault! I mean, I don't have any evade, so maybe not that. Article of Protection versus the Treasure Hunter. 5% chance for a chest to spawn on top of a killed enemy. 5% chance for a chest to spawn on top of a killed enemy. Honestly, I've taken both of these other ones. I haven't taken Treasure Hunter yet. If I'm ever going to take Treasure Hunter, I would want to take it earlier on in a run. I'm going to try it. I don't think it, I do not think, let's be clear, it's going to be particularly good. But I must try everything. Got to give it all a fair shake. Bye-bye. Another 11% counter. Thank you. One more loop and this ransacked village will pop up. 30% of the time I counter enemies. Oh boy. 4 pure damage as well as 10% evasion. Yes. Huge damage to wall as well as way more damage? Yes! Of course! Okay, ruin number 1. I should probably do it before the ransacked village. Please, game, may I have a grove? I see. Another villagey. You know what? These skeletons are gonna get quite threatening. I'm gonna get a little bit of a heal after them. Why? It's fine, I don't have to fight the man again at the moment, but why? Okay, one more rock and we can finally complete our perfect mountain over there. There it is. Hey, and there's a chest. Okay. Good evasion, good attack speed, good vampirism, slightly less good damage, doesn't have good AoE, so probably not actually going to be equipping that one at the moment. This rock goes over here. That completes the mountain peak. We'll now have a harpy spawning every 2 days. These deserts, do I still want to hold up just in case I get a treasury? I think not. Now that I can just complete this treasury, I think I'm gonna get the gargoyles to start spawning for me. 2 forests down here. We'll get him a key, which turns a village, ? The result of a forest's attempts to understand human civilization. And another over here. Perfection. Also now with some armor upgrades, attack speed 8% as well as 1.2 regen. Obviously going to be better than the other one that's only 1.2 regen. Nothing else to do here at the moment. I guess unless I want to put the battlefield down. Do I? I guess like a little bit. Slightly more damage or damage AoE would both be really good in this fight. Okay, so attack speed and counter, slightly less damage as well. That's damage wall. No, damage wall is still really good. Send use up here. Unfortunately, the village over here does not count as a forest for the sake of the Blood Grove. Would be neat though. Uh-huh. Okay. We're doing good here. Ruin. I go right there. Desert. I go right there. Another village. Beautiful. We have our first Count's Land. Gives us a quest with a better reward as well as 90 HP upon entering. I think we've already met. Out of the way. I need to... Wait a minute. Why do you look like me? I am your biggest fan. The truly spoke so much about you. They even made me in your honor. I would be glad to get out of your way, but I'm afraid I can't walk. You see, I've grown here. Literally. I see. Cut me down! Cut me down! I don't want to put you to work, but it's really the only way. But cut harder, because I'm gonna fight back. What? I'm very sorry, but very sore how you fight, so it's part of me now. Believe me, I don't want to hurt you, but I can't go against the will of the forest. If you say so. Is this a good place to cut? Oh yes, it was. That was exceptionally effective. Well, I didn't expect this kind of gratitude from the world for just remembering it. Just as I didn't expect such a nice conversation from a piece of wood. He was a nice guy. May his ashes rest in peace. Or his cinders? Both are appropriate. Night, Shininka. Welcome on in, Serum. Ooh! Cure damage of 9. We lose our 10% evasion, we get more defense. I like that. Cure damage is going to be increasingly important. Okay, so that's 9% vampirism, because again, the max HP doesn't make a difference there for us. Oh! Damage to wall and counter, yes. Attack speed, as well as the re 10% damage to wall. My god! Huge upgrades there for us. Hello, bandits. Oh, that was a quest bandit, too! Oh, that could have been bad. Grove time! Grove go there. Blood Grove go there. Beautiful. I should probably get another battlefield down. Pop that bad boy right there. Ooh, I could even do it right there because it overlaps on the village, so I can't do a blood clot. I do believe the skeletons in this game have souls. Ooh! Treziori? Oh, why did there have to be one there? Please, slimes, do not spawn in this space. It's very important. Level up. Second thoughts. Okay, so we can just re-roll these if we'd like to. Supplies, we can try and leave some stuff back at the camp. The full hand of oblivion. I'm gonna go for the second thoughts. None of those really appealed to me much. You know what? I think strong aftertaste might be a good idea. No, we're so late in the run. And it doesn't used since this trait is taken, so it definitely doesn't apply retroactively, rather. Fine, I do shield master then. I think that's reasonable enough working. I do like the idea and potential of strong aftertaste. I've just never managed to really capitalize upon it in the way that I would like. So evasion of 14% versus the attack speed of 8% as well as regen 1 point. Way worse. Shield, evasion 13% as well as defense 3 on top of that. Yeah, okay. And then I'll replace the other one now that we're getting double stacks on evasion for 27%. 1/4 of all attacks will miss me. Counter and evasion, that again. Instead, just gonna replace absolutely everything. Hey, the Blood Grove I think is about to spawn a big bad boy. Oh, I forgot! We can continue after fighting Omicron. Oh, I should have gotten strong aftertaste. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh boy, that's okay. Again, this is still all the process of learning. I'm gonna hold on to that grove for a wee bit here. I mean, I'm eventually going to have to place the rock. Okay, we've got polearm of extra defense as well as same damage. No, significantly worse. I do really want to evolve this village in some way, but I can't imagine how I would... Oh, put a grove directly next to it? Oh, I like that idea, actually, of putting a grove directly next to a village. Okay. I can't put it directly next to it because it'll actually stop the spawn of the battlefield, if I recall correctly, so we won't get the chest from that. But if I put a grove here, if there's some sort of like weird adjacency bonus, it might have activated that. But also this will give me the ability to put a hungry grove in this position, which will cover the cozy camp, as well as a hungry grove in this position, which will cover the village if I want, and check the adjacencies there. A cemetery, and now I just want to spread these out. This is going to be cemetery line down here. Damage wall remains the same. Evasion gets higher. Defense and pure down. I'm going to go with that, actually. Evasion gets more powerful the more of it you have. We're up to 32. So 1 in every 3 attacks hits... 1 in every 3 attacks misses me. Damage attack speed counter and vampirism. We'll hold off on that. Higher vampirism, some attack speed, and some defense. Yeah, somersault would have been really good in this position, right? I'm going to jump out of some of our evasion there with both of those, getting us some vampirism instead. I think ultimately I'm going to want to replace the shield's evasion soon too. Is it ever time to vampire up the bandit village? I mean, sooner rather than later, certainly, right? If we're going to do it at all. I would like to have another... If I did this one. Do I have to do it specifically to the bandited village? Let's try it. Quest failed, but the bandits are gone. So replace the bandits with these spawns instead. Yeah, I think I prefer this. Unless there was some story aspect that I needed to continue killing the bandits for, I think this is ultimately a lot better, in fact. Let's have a look at the shield as well. High defense, regen per second. Actually, lower defense ultimately. Mount out in this other area. Another thick thicket. Okay, so the grove and the village next to one another didn't do anything. Did want to test that though. Let's try... Okay, sand dune and rock adjacency does absolutely nothing. Rock and thicket adjacency doesn't do anything either. Grove, then the vampire mansion there. I don't think I want to place that down just yet. I am running out of time to decide these kinds of things. There's another mountain for us. I want to kind of gird the cozy camp up here a little bit. Wouldn't necessarily say we're doing that much at all at the moment. Okay, first shield of more defense, damage, attack speed, evasion, great. There's also a mace of lower damage, higher damage to all, has counter and defense. That's actually probably better for us. Pick up another garlic. Cemetery I don't really care about. The building all the way to the top right is the Ancestral Crypt. So this is the thing that's been giving us more max HP over time every single time we kill an enemy that does have a soul. However, it also means we get no HP bonus from our armor. We do get a resurrection as well, thankfully. Hey, another Treziori. My god, these goblin camps and bandit camps and everything like that. Well, first off, boom. No more bandits. They cannot spawn into the ransacked village. Then, vampirism 10%, pure damage, and counter 10% versus attack speed. Yeah, I think that is better. 15% on counter, some pure damage and everything to all. Yep. Don't think I need to place any of the rest of these right now. This seems an appropriate amount of challenge. Oh, there's another village, question mark, for us. Man, I'm spawning a lot of these ziggurats, though. Maybe I should be slowing down on that a little bit. Just a teensy tiny little bit, maybe. Oh! Oops! Well... yeah, no, I wasn't ready for that. I forgot that this timer for map completion is based on map completion rather than the amount of loops that you do. Can we defeat this boss just with good stats? I don't know. Let's try. I think we should try. I still need to be able to gauge my power level better, and I can't gauge it without trying and failing, unfortunately, a lot, as well as trying and occasionally succeeding. Hey, Chromie.
How's it possible?
That's right. You didn't wait. This conversation, I remember it. I killed you before. What the hell is happening?
Killed? Me? It's, I see. So that's how it is. I'm just his afterimage, not the original. You have no idea what you've done.
So, how many more times do I have to do this world a favor by slicing you in half?
I don't think you're able to comprehend this. I'm part of a self-defense mechanism, one of the multitude of copies sent to other realities at the moment of death. My destruction cannot be undone, but in an endless series of attempts, different outcomes are possible.
I defeated you once, and I can do it again. And will indeed attempt. Okay, again. Undead, cosmic, mage, has a soul. I'm gonna continue reminding myself of these kinds of things until I really internalize it. Lich research, a health and damage is increased by 5% for every Lich's palace at the start of the battle. There's 7 of them. They have 7 of them. Not good. Quite bad. Resurrect. Alright, so we managed. We did have to use the resurrect though.
I could change nothing, but your victory won't change anything either. Eternity will grind you into dust, and I'm just a small gear in that process now.
If killing you makes me stronger, I won't need an eternity. Now be gone. All right. Oh, come on in, you YouTube hero. Awakened Fragment, 2% here. 2% chance to get a whole resource sphere instead of a chunk. Resource cap in this expedition is increased by 50%. I might actually go with that. Axis tilts. Each day passes 15% faster. Get more resources. I think I'm going to go with Deep Pockets and try and run this loop longer. I think I will stay also. Definitely replace the shield. Vampirism, significantly better attack damage. Have to do that too. That just unlocks for future runs rather than this individual run. Oh, dang. Oh, well. Oh, man. These Lich's palaces. It's got a whole bunch of them left in the area. Ah, bugger. Right. Keep those running along the bottom. And again, I think I just need to run for safety. Like, try and comfortably run through this loop a couple times at the moment. Level up. Shield of Faith. Each time the hero kills an enemy, you'll receive a stained glass window that has a 20% chance to absorb and shatter. Maybe it's time to go for strong aftertaste. I know it's so late. It's so late. But I don't know how long I'm gonna be here. What if I'm here for like twice as long as I've been here so far? That just doesn't seem likely, does it? Give me a Shield of Faith. Oh, Ghost of Ghost? Can I get a Ghost of Ghost of Ghost of Ghost? No, bugger. Another Vampire Mansion's available to us. As well as another Blood Grove. I guess I still can just put a Blood Grove here. Probably should do on that front as well. Make these a little easier for myself. Let's also get some villages. Maybe up near here-ish? Another bandit camp. I totally forgot I was going to be spawning those. Just entirely. At some point, I'm not going to be able to place much more down, and we're just going to let the map run until it looks like I'm about to die. And I cannot wait for that moment. Well completed quests. I was kind of hoping that, you know, if you let this many Lich Palaces spawn, and then you keep them on the field, they were going to turn and ultimately actually have some benefit for us instead, but looks like that's not going to be the case. I do believe there is an achievement for completely filling the spaces, but I don't know if I have the right materials to completely fill all the spaces right now. It will be relatively easily accessible at some point, I imagine. Thicker. Obviously, as our tile set grows larger. Really glad to not have to place down any new things here as well. As I'm not placing down any new equipment, all of our old equipment's just getting destroyed and giving us more reward. Keep on going, bud. Ah, that's our experience. There we go, directly below the health. Got it. Relatively decent amount of max HP, I think. Ooh, another runt. That goes directly after a village and for another village. Well, sand dunes just up in the other corner and continue them. So here's going to be the real tests. They had 3 Scotch worms in the back line of this fight. Still didn't manage to get over us. Don't care about the max HP, but if I compare attack and counter versus evasion, yes, that's better. Counter versus regen, okay, not. Oh my god, another goblin camp over in the other area the bandit camp previously was. I need so many more oblivions at this point. This is going to be the loop that tests us the most, I think. Which does mean, as well, if it doesn't test us at all, as it's currently looking like, we're in a pretty good position. I don't think I have to vamp these villages. Like, going ransacked with the support of Scotch worms into ransacked into a village that has bandits in, like, that feels like that's an attrition line that could kill me quite quickly. But then again, maybe I'm just overly scared. It's impossible to tell until I make the mistake or don't. Keep on the stalk. Yeah, so none of that area even slightly challenged us. Maybe I'm a lot safer than I thought. I don't think I should have done that. Oh well. Only one way to find out, right? Ooh, adrenaline. We'd love to see those. Up for something that doesn't care about adjacencies. All of the rest of these I'm happy to let die. Oh boy. Oh, that's where my HP used to be. I remember having some of that. Counter and evasion. Another 10% on the evasion. No. %19% counter versus the attack speed bonus so far. No again. Evasion and attack speed versus the vampirism. I think I really need the vampirism as part of my upkeep, unfortunately. We handle these enemies a lot better than we handle the warriors, question mark? Where are we going? Ooh. Damage to wall for 4%, 8% on the counter, 10% vampirism. I think I need the upkeep from the vampirism still to... too badly to not run that. Get down one more ruin. I like the resources from it. Please, game, have some sands. Also got a level. Dominant mass, damage increased by 20%, defense value. Defense value so far for us is 28, so that's actually pretty good. Every counter heals the hero for, no. I'm gonna go with the damage is increased by defense so that I can more comfortably stack up defense here while getting the damage. I mean, I just want to guarantee that one becoming a McKee. You can only have some sands in the genocide run? You mean the rest of the genocide run is sands? Hardly even worth playing. There's our sand dune. Finally. 2 more McKee. We're over 1,000 max HP at this point. Looking good. Okay. Continue mountains over in the other area. Not really finding as many oblivions as I would like. Any of these ends. Come on. You could just give me an oblivion, please. You could just slide it under the table. I don't have to tell anyone. Comes desert. The other one can actually happily be a thicket by itself. Another thicket can go down here. No risk of that becoming a McKee. I wish I could kind of tell the game that I don't care about any of the cards in my hand, so it would just unhighlight them. They feel like an action queue that I need to complete, but I know that's not the case. Vampirism 11%, attack speed of 12%, damage to wall 5%. That's wild. Drops our counter percentage, but everything else was way better. High level weapon for us. Evasion and vampirism. Has some pure damage on it. Sure. We're getting a lot of flesh golems spawning such that the scotch worms support it. An awkward amount of that happening to the point that maybe I shouldn't have set things up as I did. I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's my fault. One more rock. Go over here. Keep them running. So we are at resource capacity for stable wood, as well as for stable metal, as well as for preserved rock. I think we can only actually also keep 2 more things in our supply at the moment. The rest of these aren't going to gather quickly enough, I think. Well, I guess we get more, change from all of the cards that we let explode. So that's going to be more for the Book of Memories, which is going to get increasingly important too. Yeah, no, okay, I was psyching myself out there for a second, but no, we can do a lot more. Also, I should probably look at the new things we have. Vampirism 12%, as well as attack speed of 16%. That's pretty high. Attack speed versus count. Vampirism, counter, and damage to wall. Vampirism 14%. Oh. Our attack speed is already relatively high. I think I want the vampirism more. And then the ring. It's unfortunate. The other ring has everything I want. Damage to wall, attack speed, and vampirism. This has defense. Regen counter. I think I actually want to hold on to the other one. Attack speed, counter, and vampirism. We lose damage to wall in order to get counter that's even... No, way worse. Extremely not worth it, I think. Another blood grove if we happen to go crazy for him. Forests. I'm gonna put a forest there so I can put a sand dune between it and another forest. Hey, another village. Forest on the side. Thicket go here. Oh, we're actually going all the way up to 11 in terms of these. I didn't think it could go that high. Attack speed and vampirism versus pure damage, extra defense. So 40 defense individually just on this shield. That looks good to me. It loses a lot of the stats I like though. Boy. We get the damage to wall of 9 off of that. Vampirism 15%. Way better. Ring, higher attack speed, has defense and evasion. I think this is what I'm going to run with at the moment. Is this the run you fill the entire map, Raps? Probably not. At least I'm not planning on it. Damage wall slightly lower here, but more vampirism. We lose the attack speed. We get defense and regen per second. I think I'd replace that. More than anything else this run, I'm just pushing for resources. I want to be able to build up more of my base because I know there is apparently a lot of features of characters that I don't really get to play with yet because I have not filled out my base enough to be as circumspect as possible. Forests. Down there, and then another forest over on the other side. Finally getting bandits from the bandit camp to spawn. Goodbye, bandits from the bandit camp. Oh, the Blood Grove can go most everywhere. It can go next to Blood Groves, it can go next to McKee. It can go obviously next to the thickets and the forests. Been really impressed with Treasure Hunter. I think it was a large amount of what set me up with the potential to continue going for basically the entire run. We're gonna start running out of the ability to even place anything. Can I even put a treasury down? Nope. Literally no place that can go. As soon as I have no cards I can avoid, it's just let it rip. Well quested. The desert snake goes there, next to the thicket. Oh, just immediately makes the obelisk answer itself. This is going incredibly well now. Could not imagine it better. Sand dune. I mean, this could basically just go anywhere. Pop it down in that corner. We're almost done placing things now. I'll do it. So what's this weapon doing? Vampirism 14%, slightly lower vampirism, a little bit of defense, some counter. I mean, yeah, I'll upgrade it, but it's very minimal. That goes there, that goes there, and now I'm gonna, well, I mean, level up. Battering ram, strong aftertaste. Blissful ignorance! What? Should I do that now? Still plenty of spots for those villages and ruins. I'm trying not to rock the boat, because this feels like I'm just going to be able to take all of the rest of it away. I'm going to do this, and this is going to give me the ability to stack out my Metamorphosis by blowing that up. Another mountain peak has appeared, and then I'm going to blow that one up. Another mountain peak has appeared, and I'm going to blow that one up. Oh, another mountain peak is, that was just weird as heck that happened. Blow that one up. Blow that one up. And that one. That one too. So almost completed a full stack of Metamorphosis from those. Oh, I've completely removed even having it at the start there. Other thing I can do with the Oblivions, obviously, is going to be like knocking out bandit camps. One bandit camp go. 2 goblin camp. Another goblin, another goblin. No more goblins. More spaces for all the deserts, so I'm not going to put in those positions though. Myself an old frying pan just in case I want to use that. Okay. I'm very close to maximum Metamorphosis. I think it might be time to go home. 2 more council lands. There's not that much more I have the ability to even take with me. Yeah. In terms of like optimization for time, let's leave. Absolutely. Now. Healer's Hut. Heals 6% of your max HP. You can take 5 potions with you. 2 are unlocked at the camp. Wait, campfire. It's that one there. So the next level of this is plus 1% to potion healing, as well as 1 more potion to carry with you, 1 more potion refueled at the campfire. Both of those are huge. Absolutely monumentally huge. And then makes the Witch Hunt card appear during expeditions. I'm deeply tempted. There's also a watchtower over here that we have the ability to build up in order to get the attack range increased by 1 tile and make the crossbowman stronger. But first, let's check out what we can build. Smelter is just out of my reach. Oh, buddy. I've already got 1 watchtower. I've got no warehouses, but I would need warehouses ultimately at some point. War camp. An obstacle course with training dummies and an old, grumpy war veteran. Enough to make you live a little longer in battle. And there's a lumberjack up here that we don't have access to. Oh, we also don't have a library yet. Expansion for the Intel Center. The librarians can decipher information and expand your knowledge of the world. Allows you to unlock additional pages in the encyclopedia for exchange for the Book of Memories. Unlocks the Bookery card and unlocks the Maze of Memories. Golden card if the Intel Center is built. Get that. Ah, this pleasant smell of cellulose sheets and dried ink. The smell of books, to put it simply. Look Etos, I'm a scientist. Knowledge is my weapon. You were a traveler. Your weapon is a weapon. And yet, in spite of all our differences, we both pursue the same goal, to study and recover this world. Theory, knowledge, learning. We shall learn this, discover this world, anew, my friend. Very keen to do it. None of the rest of those can we build anymore. Also, it looks like we don't have the ability to construct anything else out there. I mean, there's, mud hut and stuff like that. Yep, that's gonna be our only construction this time. Let's have a look at our supply. I could throw another hero's damage against all vampires into the field if I want to use the vampires again. Storm, Temple, Lightning Bolt. I don't even have access to that, so that's not useful for me. Heals an additional 15 HP when the hero passes through a campfire tile. I mean, that's what I should. I mean, I can actually put this in, apparently, because now I have 8 supply, but it's not going to do anything for me just yet. Build. Let's build 2 mid huts. We're one step closer from the humble camp to the proud village, even though it's just a hut half buried in mud. But we are honestly grateful. The people are very exhausted, body and mind. Some private space to call home would make anyone happier. I can't even do it again, I don't have enough! Oh well.